can we all just agree that Hollywood loves Hollywood? Like every year or so, it seems that we get a movie out about Hollywood. The Artist, Argo, La La Land. This year, it's Mank. But then again, in all fairness, if they came out with the Keith Whittier story, I would absolutely love that. It would probably be my favorite movie that year. But kidding aside, we constantly see movies that are about Hollywood. And we always seem to see them around award season. Just saying. The latest installment is a movie called Mank. Now, Mank, of course, is the film about Herman Mankiewicz, the person who was one of the driving forces behind one of the greatest movies of all time, as they say, Citizen Kane. It's true. Citizen Kane is so well respected. It is pretty much on every single credible top 10 movie list of all time. It's rather subjective, but I'll leave that to you. Anyways, in this movie, we are basically getting the behind the stories of how Citizen Kane came to be with the script developed by Mankiewicz. Now, there's a lot I could tell you about this movie. I could tell you about the fact that the performances by Gary Oldman and Amanda Seyfried are fantastic. I could tell you that Amanda Seyfried could pick up an Oscar for her performance, that Gary Oldman could pick up an Oscar for his. But I don't want to go down that route. I could tell you about the fact that I love that it just gives a beautiful nod to old-time cinema, not just with its black and white feel, but with the cinematography, how it's shot, and how it's very much a dialogue-driven film. But I don't want to talk to you about that. What I do want to talk to you about is the director, David Fincher, the same guy behind such hits like Fight Club and Seven, and more recently, films like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and The Social Network. This is one of those projects that I think really complements his resume because it says to the world, yes, I can do those types of films, but I can also do something a little more reserved. Now, the movie might be reserved compared to some of the other things that he does, but the performances and the overall cinema that he brings to life in this film, there's nothing subtle about that. This movie once again proves that David Fincher isn't just some sort of flash-in-the-pan director the way that people might have thought when they saw Seven back in the day, but he is legit. I was very, very impressed with this film. Yes, it is another one of those films that pats Hollywood on the back, but at the same token, it's one of those films that I found very entertaining. It is on Netflix. I recommend you check it out, and I give it a B+. If you have the chance to see Mank, let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.